Hello everyone, I'm Dan Fine, your new anchor at Common Ally TV. Welcome to our 2020 recap. Now I know everyone's excited to give 2020 the boot, but nobody more so than our very own reporter, Fred Hertz, who's covered every major event in 2020 and is set to retire at the end of the year.
Dan? Dan? Oh, thank God, Dan. The murder hornets didn't get you? California's still on fire? Oh, do you need toilet paper? I have plenty.
Fred, I'm fine. Yeah, and actually, California is not on fire. But hey, how about 2020? I mean, it's been a bit of a rocky year, and I know that you...
Bit of a rocky year? Rocky year? This was a year, Dan. Look, here's me in December 2019. And this is me now.
Whoa!
Real sweet. I went from Baby Yoda to Yoda real quick.
Well, that's what retirement's for. Now, you've had a good long run, and I know...
A long run? Dan, I'm 26. I've barely been here 1 year.
Ooh. Fred, what happened this year?
What happened? I don't know. Let's start with, COVID. A global pandemic that basically brought the world to its knees, infected untold numbers, and further tore our country apart over mask wearing and restrictions.
But we also saw healthcare workers saving lives and communities coming together to get food and resources to those in need. And
Yeah,
that
great.
was...
Whatever. How about the environment? 2020 was real sweet for the environment. We with the Clean Air Act, withdrew from the Paris Climate Accords, messed with endangered species, approved pipelines, opened up lands to the highest bidder, decimated acres and acres of rainforest.
Of course, with reduced travel, we've seen some of the cleanest air in years, all around the world. Pet adoptions and bicycle sales have skyrocketed. California has banned the use of gas-powered vehicles by 2035. And young activists have stood up and they're fighting back...
Adoption? Our economy collapsed like a house of cards, Dan. Who cares about a three-legged rescued labradoodle? Unemployment is the highest it's been since the Great Depression. Meanwhile, I've been in my own depression since March. And riddle me this, Dan Fine, if that is your real name.
Fred, we work together.
How does the Dow hit an all-time high during a jobs crisis? Not to mention all the small businesses that we've lost. Oh, you know what the last movie I saw in the theater was, Dan? Sonic the Hedgehog.
Hey, that was a great movie.
I know, Dan. It was the return of the Jim Carrey we all know and love.
Speaking of media, we saw some great media in 2020. Joe Exotic captured our hearts, and 22 years in prison. The Mandalorian blast off across the galaxy, and Robo Keanu's bugging out PS5s all over the place.
Dan, shh. There's no time for entertainment. Our president was the third ever to be impeached, and he was acquitted in February. Do you realize how historic that is?
I gotta be honest, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I forgot too. I'm actually really glad I wrote it down. Anyway, we had one of the most divisive, highly contested presidential elections in history. The campaigns were like nothing we've ever seen. And election day turned into election month.
But what about representation? Kamala Harris is the first female Black Indian vice president. And voter turnout. More people voted this year than at any other time in American history. Proportionally, the youth vote has never been this high. And all during a pandemic.
And of course, we lost George Floyd at the hands of those sworn to protect him.
Yep. And Ahmaud Arbery. In public, on a street, on video.
And Breonna Taylor, to police with a no-knock warrant.
You know, it's about time that people started paying attention. 2020, we also saw an unprecedented movement of people all around the world standing up against racism that has plagued our criminal justice system and our communities for centuries.
And there's so much more work to be done in 2021 and beyond.
We're not going to get anything else done unless we can all come together and realize one simple truth. We all want the same shit.
If we aren't working every day to secure those rights for everyone, then who are we? And Dan? I've burned every loaf of sourdough I've tried to make.
Oh. You mean like this?
Hey, you, man.